you over to Nora Bello Idris to say in Hausa.
To an gaishe da Ahmad Usman Kidandan da yiwa masu sauraronmu a fara bayani filla-filla game da al'amuran ke wakana a wannan babban ɗakin zaure na masu dokokin jihar Kaduna mai ɗanbin tarihi wanda ainihin turawan mulkin mallaka su ne suka kafa wannan zaure na masu 'yan majalisu na jihar Kaduna wanda kuma a nan su ma suke zaman su inda suke gabatar da kudurori da dokoki wanda ya shafi ci gaban wannan jihar har zuwa kawo wannan lokaci da muke ciki wanda ainihin yan uwa da yayye da kuma ainihin iyaye su masa karba daga ainihin turan mulkin mallaka ake ci gaba da tafiyar da harkokin da ya shafi doka da zartar da su da gabatar da su da tsara su a wannan zaure na masa dokokin jihar Kaduna mai dimbin tarihi kamar yadda abokin gabatar da shirin Ahmad Usman Kidandan ya yi muku bayani ainihin 'yan majalisu na dokoki na wannan jiha daga bangare daban-daban sun riga sun iso cikin wannan zaure a shugabanni kama daga masu ba gwamna shawara masu taimakawa gwamna kwamishinoni ne da shugaban ma'aikatu da rassan hukumomin gwamnati da sauransu sun riga sun iso wannan wuri illa dai abin da ake jira ainihin shi shugabancin dokokin jihar Kaduna Honorable Dahir Liman ya iso wannan zaure domin fara wannan ainihin muhimmin taro mai albarka kafin daga bisani mai girma gwamnan jihar Kaduna sanata Uba Sani shi ma zo domin gabatar da ainihin daftarin kasafin kuɗin shekarar 2026 kamar da aka sani dai jihar Kaduna dai ta fice wajen tabbatar da ganin cewar ta gabatar da tsarin kasafin kuɗin ta na shekara mai zuwa kafin ainihin shekara ta shigo domin tabbatar da ganin cewa an yi komai cikin lokaci an kammala cikin lokaci don ba da dama fara aiwatar da wannan kasafin kuɗi a sabuwar shekara da zan ta kama kuma kamar da aka sani kafin ainihin lokacin da gwamnatin jihar Kaduna ta gabatar da wannan daftari zuwa ainihin zaure na domin jin ra'ayin jama'a an sami adadin kuɗi da aka ware kimanin naira biliyan 985.9 a matsayin kiyasin kasafin kuɗin shekarar 2027 wannan kuma ya danganta a yau idan gwamna ya zo kamar da aka sani bayan gabatar da wannan daftari ga jama'a don su ba da tasu gudunmuwa akan koma a yi 'yan gyare-gyare sakamakon irin gudunmuwa da al'umma suka bada da kungiyoyi yau ne za mu sanin hakikanin abin da gwamnati ta tsaida a matsayin daftari na tsarin kasafin kuɗin shekarar 2026 wanda ake sa ran al'ummar jihar Kaduna za a yi musu amfake da shi domin su amfana da shi muna fata yadda aka so mu wannan hidindimu lafiya Allah sa a yi shi lafiya a gama lafiya to bar mika abin maganan ga shi ma abokin gabatar da wannan shiri a harshen turanci a Stephen Bala domin ya ƙara musu sauran mu ƙarin haske Stephen Bala gare ka.
All right, thank you very much, Noura Bello Idris. We are here live at the venue for the budget presentation for the 2026 by His Excellency, the 2026 budget presentation by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Dr. Malam Uba Sani, here at the Kaduna State House of Assembly. And as you can see from the background here, we have members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly that are also present here. We also have chairmen of various local governments of Kaduna State. They are also here. And we have members, government, special people from, government who are also here. And the media are also set and ensuring that everywhere is set before the arrival of the Executive Governor of Kaduna State. And the place is filled up to capacity. And any moment from now, it will be a moment where the main function will commence properly. And as you can hear from the background, the various people are still coming in, and members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly are also here. And, everywhere security personnel are also intact too, to ensure that all is set. Okay. Well, now we are here with the Managing Director and CEO of the Kaduna State Media Corporation in person of Mr. Benjamin Ben Kuri, who is also here at the venue. So we're going to be hearing from him. Okay. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir. So we want to hear from you. We are here at the venue of the 2026 budget presentation by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State. What is your take on this budget presentation before his arrival?
First and foremost, we want to appreciate the Almighty God. Amiable and visionary leader, Governor Uba Sani, Commander of the Niger, the Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, where the budget will be presented, and the entire good people of Kaduna State. We are happy. On behalf of KSMC, we are wishing everybody well. This budget is one that will touch every word, because the provisions in the draft, it's so clear, so good, so robust that for once again, the people of Kaduna State will experience, a direct impact of the leadership of Governor Uba Sani. In every word, there's a provision of 100 million in the 255 words in the draft budget. This is so exciting. And that is why KSMC is live here. We're transmitting live. The entire team of Kaduna State Media Corporation are already on ground. If you go to the YouTube, you'll see us showing what is happening before the session begins. And we want to thank our viewers for always logging in. We'll also be conducting a live stream on Facebook, so you can either choose to go to YouTube, Facebook, you see us on live streaming. And also, if you tune to our stations, the KSMC television, we are transmitting live. And on Capital Sound, Kada FM, you hear us live. Also in Zaria, Queens FM, just tune, you hear us live. If you are in Kafanchan and within that environment, tune to Rockside, you are going to hear us very well, live and direct. I wish us all the best as we continue to pray for our governor to succeed and continue to sustain the good things he has been doing in uniting Kaduna and bringing development at the doorpost of every rural community in Kaduna State. We pray for our governor. We pray for the entire good people of Kaduna State. KSMC is the television and radio to tune in. Stay tuned and stay connected. Don't miss a minute. Thank you. And I want to appreciate the great team. ED Television, Zachary Aliu. I want to appreciate Nura. I want to appreciate Stephen, Dambaba Kalamun, Kidandan, and every other person. Thank you.
All right, that was the MD CEO, Kaduna State Media Corporation, Mr. Benjamin Delhatu Kuri. Let me hand you over to Dambaba Kalamo Hunkui to continue.
To masu mu kamar yadda kuke ji dai KSMC ta kafofinta daban-daban bayan tare da ku kai tsaye a nan masar dokoki ta jihar Kaduna a ɗakin nan mai ɗimbin tarihi na Lugar Hall. To ga dukkan alamu gwamnan jihar Kaduna Sanata Malam Uba Sani ya riga ya iso kunji ɗaya daga cikin kwamandoji da ke wannan majalisa yana gabatar da bayaninsa. Dogarin majalisa yana gabatar da bayaninsa na yin marhabin ga gwamna Sanata Malam Uba Sani da a yanzu ga yanan clerk da speaker na wannan majalisa ga mataimakin gwamna nan ta gabato dogarin ɗaya daga cikin dogaran ya mai jagora ya zuwa can kujera na speaker. Zakari, me dan kai gani.
Thank you very much, Dambaba Kalamu Hunkui. The name is Zachary Aliu Ahmed, bringing you live commentaries from the famous and historic Lugard Hall here at the center of Kaduna. And today's event is a presentation of 2026 budget presentation by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Kaduna State. Right about now, the Honorable Speaker, Kaduna State House of Assembly, is here, and he came in alongside the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Balarabe. They are all seated, and any moment from now, the event of the day will kickstart. Already, the honorable members have taken their seats. Important dignitaries, commissioners, permanent secretaries, and other members of the State Executive Council are equally here. And we have on ground our team of commentators comprising Namba Bakala Muhunkui, Bello Idris, Ruben Bala, and of course Ahmed Usman Kedandan. Both of us here will be live and we will be telling you whatever that is going to take place here today. KSMC, Capital Sound, Kada FM, our stations at Zaria, the Queen's FM, and also the Rock FM at Kafanchan will be transmitting live proceedings from the Lugard Hall. The event is the historic budget presentation for the year 2026.
gaida zakar aliyu to a halin da ake ciki dai a nan ɗakin da 'yan majalisa suke zama babban zauren da suke muhawara ya ɗauki jama'a musamman su 'yan majalisu daga ainihin mazaɓu daban-daban kowa ya zauna a kujeransa da ya samu shugaban wannan majalisa right honorable yusuf dahir liman gashi nan a wannan wuri ya riga ya hau kujerarsa ya zauna sauran 'yan majalisu da dama ga sanan daga mazaɓu daban-daban can hannun dama na hango dan majalisa na mazaɓin makarfi a can gaba kuma na hango stingo na kajuru a nan a can gefe kuma na hango shugaban kwamitin yaɗa labarai na masar dokoki honorable zakariya mara shi ma yana zaune gami da sauran 'yan majalisu daban-daban da shugaban majalisa ya ba da umarni a miƙe kuma an riga an miƙe a halin yanzu zai gabatar da jawabinsa na isowar ainihin sauran irin ayyuka da za a yi a majalisar a halin yanzu ga speaker. Shugaban masar dokokin ya yi addu'a ne ga 'yan majalisu guda biyu daya wanda matarsa ta rasu ɗaya kuma mahaifiyarsa ta rasu na birnin gwari daga magajin gari shine ya rasa matarsa shi kuma na yankin karamar kuma zangon kataf ya rasa mahaifiyarsa bari mika ku ga ahmad usman kidanan domin ƙarin bayani.
Okay, thank you very much, Nambaba Kalamu. As you have heard, the House has commenced with the business of the day where the Speaker of the House of Assembly was seated and other members of the Assembly they are seated, and now they are going to review the order paper for the business of the day. Let's move to Nora Bello Idris for the House of Version.
ainihin shugaban masar dokokin jihar kaduna honorable dahir liman yana jagorantar zaman majalisar kamar da aka saba jadawalin da ke gabansu na gabatar da ayyukan da za a yi a yau a wani majalisa wanda muna cikin ainihin 1 ga watan disamba na shekarar 2025 kuma wani rana ne ake sa ran shi sanata Uba Sani zai gabatar da daftarin tsarin kasafin kuɗin shi na wata tsarin kasafin kuɗin shi jihar na shekarar 2026 domin tabbatar da ganin cewa 'yan majalisa sun duba sun yi muhawara kai sun kuma neman amincewa don ya zama doka. Kamar da kuna da kuke ji ainihin shugaban majalisar dokokin jihar Kaduna ne yake ainihin karanto jadawalin tsarin ayyuka da ake son gabatarwa a yau a cikin wannan zaure a duba a tattauna a gabatar da abubuwan da suka kamata a wannan zaure. Da nan 'yan majalisu suna ta buɗe shafi da babi na ainihin takardu da suke gabatar da wanda ke kumshe da ainihin tsarin ayyukan da za su yi a yau a wannan majalisa. Ga kuma dai kafin mika wani abin magana ga abokin gabatar da shirin Stephen Bala na ga masu ɗaukan bayanai wato masu kyamarori suna ta ɗauke-ɗauken su ma su ɗauka nan su ga nan su ainihin na ɗaukan abubuwan da ke wakana a wannan zaure. To bari mika abin maganan ga ainihin abokin gabatar da shirin Stephen Bala domin ya ci gaba kama ku ainihin bayanai da ke faruwa a wannan zaure a cikin harshen Turanci. Stephen Bala, gare ka.
Thank you very much, Nura Bello Idris. We are still live here at the venue for the Budget 2026 budget presentation by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Dr. Uba Sani. And we just heard from the member representing Jama State Assembly, Honorable Ali Khalad. And he just, performed a very important function. And right now, it's Honorable Dalami Stingo, a member representing Kajuru, who has just seconded the motion. And as you can see, people are well seated, and while we await the arrival of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, the House of Assembly are already performing their needed functions before his arrival. Seated is the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, in person of Honorable Dahir Iman, who is already ensuring that all is set and all activities are being carried on before the arrival of His Excellency. And various individuals are seated. From where I'm sitting, I can see members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, and even chairmen of local government are also here. I can see the chairman of Zangon Kataf, a local government, in person of Engineer Begi Gaya. And I can also see the chairman of Chukun local government. And from where I'm seated too, I can see the DG of Kachma, Abubakar Hassan, who is also seated. And various government functionaries are also here, seated and well represented. It will interest you to know that today is really going to be an interesting day where the governor is going to present the budget. Earlier, we had proposed a budget of 985.9 billion naira, and today we are here to be able to see what the governor is going to present. And people are also seated here who came to witness this important event. And we are transmitting live from KSMC TV, KSMC Capital Sounds, Kada FM, and even our AM station. Let me hand you over to Dambaba Kalamu Hunkui.
masu mu majalisar dokoki ta jihar Kaduna ke ci gaba da zamanta akan kirkiro dokoki da za su taimaka wajen ci gaban al'ummar jihar Kaduna. A yanzu haka yar majalisa Munira Tanimu da ta gabatar da ƙuduri na amincewa da kafa dokar shawo kan cututtuka a nan jihar Kaduna domin inganta rayuwar jihar Kaduna. Ta gama gabatar da wannan ƙuduri. To yanzu shugaban majalisar Right Honorable Yusuf Liman ya ce kowane dan majalisa da yake son ya bada gudunmuwa a wannan muhawara da ake kan kafa ita wannan doka. A yanzu haka ga nan an kira dan majalisa daga mazaɓin Zankuwa a karamar kuma Zangon Kataf zai miƙe ya bada tasa gudunmuwar a game da wannan muhawara da ake yi a kan wannan doka ta shawo kan cututtuka a majalisa nan dokoki ta jihar Kaduna. To yanzu dai majalisar na ci gaba da ɗaukan baƙi da suka fito daga bangaren zattarwa a matakai daban-daban, ga sunan suna shigowa ana ba su wurin zama domin ana ci gaba da wannan zama a halin yanzu a daidai lokacin da majalisar take ci gaba tafka muhawara wajen kafa wannan doka. Zakar Aliyu, gare ka.
Thank you very much, Dambaba Kalamuhunkwe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the team of OB commentators live from the Lugard Hall, venue of today's historic event, Budget Presentation 2026 by the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, distinguished Senator Dr. Uba Sani, CON. Just at the time that the Honorable Speaker of the State Assembly is taking deliberations, observation, and suggestions on the bill that has just been read, we saw the ushering in of the members of the Kaduna State Executive Council, comprising of honorable commissioners, their permanent secretaries, and also some key members of the State Executive Council that are already at the Halo Chamber of the Kaduna State House of Assembly. And this is a step in a good direction, and this is signifying the fact that Kaduna is making history today, and any moment from now, we're expecting the arrival of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, for today's event. Kaduna is making history today, like I said earlier. Earlier on, we made an announcement that the Deputy Governor is here. Beg your pardon, the Deputy Governor is yet to be here. It was the clerk of the State Assembly who are all seated here, and honorable members are making contribution with a view of moving the state forward. The budget presentation is a step in the right direction, because without money, nothing can be achieved. The team of OB that are on ground here are here to tell the good people of Kaduna State what today signifies. And we have Namba Bakalamuhungwe, like I said. We have our OV engineers. We have our cameramen that are here since early morning. And together we will have a wonderful moment here. And we will leave no stop unturned. The clerk of the is a directive that all that are here should switch off their handset. That is very important, because leaving handsets on brings a lot of distractions. That is why we are having these directives. And I want to believe that the good people that are gathered here are complying by way of switching off their handset. The Honorable Speaker is still taking observations, comments, and contributions based on the proposals, or based on the law that has been read the second time, that has to do with disease control. The stage is set, and well, from all indication, I can hear siren outside the Halo chamber, and I want to believe that it's like His Excellency is within the premises. And if that is the case, then any moment from now, we expect His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, distinguished Senator Uba Sani, to be here. And as soon as he comes in, the event of the day will surely commence. Kaduna, like I said, is making history. Kaduna State Media Corporation is equally making history, because you will be at home, you will be at your farm, you will be in your business premises, and we are here on ground, and we will make sure that you don't miss any bit of the action. We will tell you bit by bit whatever that is going to take place here. I can hear siren, and I believe any moment from now, we shall be expecting the Executive Governor into this place.
Da Zakari Aliyu Ahmad da wannan karin bayani. To kamar yadda Zakari ke muku bayani, ana ci gaba da tafka wannan muhawara da ba da gudunmuwa daga 'yan majalisu. Mun ji karin jiniya tana juyawa a tsakanin wannan haraba, ga dukkanin alamu mai girma gwamnan jihar Kaduna Santa Malam Uba Sani ne yake kan hanyar isuwa wannan wuri, domin a yau ne ake sa ran ya gabatar da ainihin daftarin kasafin kuɗi na shekarar 2026 ga wannan majalisa, domin neman amincewanta don ci gaba da gudanar da ayyukan raya ƙasa da ake yi wa al'umma daban-daban a faɗin jihar Kaduna. To kamar yadda muka shaida muku, 'yan majalisar ne na ci gaba da zaman su ne da kullum da suka saba. Ana muhawara akan doka wadda za a kafa ta domin magance yaɗuwar cututtuka a faɗin jihar Kaduna. Dan majalisa daga mazaɓar ƙaura a nan jihar Kaduna, wanda ya kammala jawabi, ya faɗi dalilan muhimmancin yin wannan doka, inda ya ce yin wannan doka za ta taimaka gaya wajen kasancewar Kaduna, jihar Kaduna ta kasance jagaban jihohi wajen shawo kan cututtuka. A yanzu mataimakin shugaban masar dokokin ne Heri Danjuma. Honorable Heri Danjuma shine yake bada nasa gudunmuwa a halin yanzu a game da kafuwar ita wannan doka, yadda in aka samu dokan to babu shakka za ta biya bukata. To ga duka alamu zagin gwamna fa ɗaya bayan ɗaya na ci gaba da shigowa. A yanzu mun ga abokan aikinmu wanda suke a fada gwamnati sa Kashin Ibrahim, ma'aikata da suke fannin yaɗa labarai sun fara shigowa, kuma ga duka alamu idan ka gansu to suna nuna maka cewa fa gwamna fa na kusa. Kaman a ce a mutum ana kwakular inda ake son a samu ruwa ne, sai aka ga ido ya fara fitowa. To daga lokacin da ido ya fara bulowa to za ka ga ainihin ruwan ya bullo ya shigo. To ga dukkanin alamu ba da jimawa ba ana sa ran ainihin gwamna Santa Malam Uba Sani zai bayyana a majalisar nan a daidai lokacin da su 'yan majalisar suke gudanar da aiki. Kasancewar wannan aiki da ake yi na majalisa suna gudanar da shi ne a kullum, da kuma wannan aiki da za a amsa na kasafin kuɗi da gwamna zai zo ya gabatar da shi a wannan majalisa. To kun dai san tsarin yayin da gwamnan ya shigo zai kasance a tsaye ya kawo dukkanin bayanai akan kasafin kuɗin na shekara ta 2026 da muke fatan shiga in Allah ya yarda za ya kasance an yi bayani, kuma gwamnan zai yi waiwaye a din tafiya a game da yadda aka sarrafa wancan kasafin kuɗi na shekara ta 2025 da ke ban kwana a halin yanzu, wadda ta zo ƙarke kafin a sami zaɗuwa. To ga nan shugaban majalisar dokokin na jihar Kaduna ya sake kiran ainihin shugaban kwamitin ainihin kasafin kuɗi na majalisa Honorable Shehu Fambegwa, a yanzu shi ne miƙe zai ƙara ainihin bayani akan game da wannan kasafin kuɗi da ake tattaunawa a daidai yanzu. Kuma baƙi daga ɓangaren zartarwa na ci na hango kwamishina mai kula da harkokin kasafin kuɗi a jihar Kaduna Muktar Marobiya ya shigo. Dama tuni ma'aikatansa sun yi nisa ga Sadiq Mamman Lagos da kwamishina na ainihin ma'aikatar ƙananan hukumi da masarautu shi ma ya shigo. Ga sakataren gwamnatin jihar Kaduna nan Dr. Mere shi ma ya riga ya shigo. Ga shugaban ma'aikata na fada gwamnati Alhaji Sani Kila shi ma ya riga ya shigo. Ga kwamishinonin da yawa wanda da kai ga duka alamun gwamnan ma fa ya riga ya iso, domin idan ka ga irin wannan mutanen ko shakka babu za ka ga cewa gwamna na nan. Zakari me idan ka gani?
Thank you very much. Just about this time, we saw the Honorable Commissioner, Local Government Chieftaincy and Affairs, and other commissioners, the Chief of Staff to His Excellency, the Executive Governor, Sani Kelaliman is also here. The Secretary to the Kaduna State Government is equally here. And from the look of things, it's like the stage is set, and with the arrival of these dignitaries, this is an indication that the executive governor of Kaduna State is within the premises, and any moment from now, I believe the executive governor of Kaduna State will be in this hollow chamber, the famous and historic Lugard Hall, venue of today's budget presentation for the year 2026. Today, Monday, the first day in the month of December 2025, and Kaduna State Media Corporation is on ground to bring you live proceedings that we've started since early morning, and we will be telling you bit by bit analysis of things as they unfold from the Hello Chamber of the Kaduna State House of Assembly. Namba Bakalamu, what do you have to say in Hausa? The stage is almost set, and any moment from now, His Excellency will be here. What is your expectation, and what do you have to say to the good people of Kaduna State?
Zakari kamar yadda ne ga dukkan alamu any moment from now a halin da ciki za a iya ganin gwamna ya shigo wannan wuri domin gabatar da wannan kasafin kuɗi. To irin abubuwan da ke tafiya a majalisar na a halin yanzu sai wanda irin shi gani sai wanda kunnen shi ya ji, amma hukumar KSMC tana nan ta kafofinta daban-daban wajen kawo kai tsaye irin abubuwan da suke wakana a wannan wuri. Kuma ina so mu tabbatar mu da mai sauraron mu cewa hatta al'umma gari an ba su dama wanda su zo su sanya ido akan yadda wannan abun, idan ka duba matakala na sama bene jama'a ne ga nan su ma suna ci gaba da zama suna zauna suna sauran dukkan irin abin da yake wakana a majalisar a halin yanzu, suna ji ɗaya bayan ɗaya a matsayin su na al'umma wanda ake wannan abin domin su. A bangaren yammaci tun kama daga farkon hannun dama na nan inda nake ya zuwa kusurwa ta ainihin kudu maso gabas da ma kusurwan kudin duka jama'a ne suke zaune a kai. A yanzu haka ma kusa da mu ga shugaban karamar hukumar Kauri nan ya riga ya iso wannan wuri a halin yanzu. Honorable ya riga ya iso yanzu nan ya ma zauna yana kasancewa tare da mu a can bangaren gabashin ita wannan majalisar. Kuma jama'a ga su can su ma suna ci gaba da zuwa zama su saboda tsarin da ake tiyan da ake gabatar da wannan kasafin kuɗi, hatta al'ummar gari za su zo su gane ma idanunsu irin abubuwan da ke wakana, domin ba wani abu ne da ake yin shaɓoye ba. Kar ma a manta gwamna sai da ya gabatar da wannan daftarin kasafin kuɗi ga al'umma a babban taro da aka yi a gidan tunawa da janar Hassan Usman Katsina, inda ya gabatar mu al'umma kuma suka duba suka yaba suka bada gudunmuwa wajen wannan abu. To a yau za a shigo majalisar ne a yi wannan kasafin kuɗi ya miƙa, ya rage ma 'yan majalisa su duba ko dai su yi ƙari ko su yi rage ko su bar shi yadda yake. Za su duba su yi aiki akan kasafin kuɗin kamar yadda dokan ƙasa ta tanada. Kuma ina son tabbatar muku jihar Kaduna ta kwashe shiga da shekaru wajen fara aiki da kasafin kuɗi a 1 ga watan Janairu. To ɗaya daga cikin bayanin da Zakari ke yi mai expectation al'umma jihar Kaduna suna fatan su ga wannan kasafin kuɗi an fara aiki da shi kamar yadda aka saba a ranar 1 ga watan ainihin Janairu na shekara mai zuwa idan Allah raya mu. Kaga kenan 'yan majalisa suna nan da babban aiki a gabansu. Cikin adadin kwanaki 30 za su tsefe su duba abubuwan da ke wakana a cikin wannan kasafin kuɗi, su duba su yi ƙari inda ya kamata a yi ƙari, su yi rage inda ya kamata a rage, ko kuma su amince da abin da ɓangaren zattarwan ya gabata. To a halin yanzu ga nan shugabanni da masu mukamai ciki har da ita shugaban masu rinjaye a wannan majalisa, yar majalisa honorable Munirat Tanimu daga ainihin karamar hukumar Lere, ta jagoranci tawagan 'yan majalisu za su yi waje. Ga dukkanin alamu za su je tarbo mai girma gwamna ne, domin suna ɗaya daga cikin jagorori ko kuma kusoshi daga cikin 'yan majalisar a nan gurin, kamar yadda tsarin mulkin ƙasa ya bada idan gwamnan ya zo ga irin wannan sabo shi su yi mashi zagi kama ya zuwa cikin wannan majalisa. Zakari gare ka.
Thank you very much, Dambaba Kalamu Hunkwe. From all indication, we are now seeing the Honorable Member representing Lere, Honorable Munira, the Majority Leader of the State House of Assembly, and other Honorable Members of the State House of Assembly. They are moving out gradually, and this is a sign that they are going outside the Halo Chamber to receive His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, distinguished Senator Uba Sani, and to also usher him into the Halo Chamber for the business of the day, which is the proposal, the presentation of the 2026 budget proposal for the State Assembly to do justice to the budget by way of looking at it critically, and at the end of the day, they will pass it for the good people of Kaduna State. The stage is set. Almost everybody that you can think of as far as Kaduna State Executive Council members are concerned, the honorable members of the State Assembly, and our friends of the media are well grounded, and at the end of the day, the good people of Kaduna State will be fully informed of proceedings as they unfold here at the Salo Chamber of the historic Lugard Hall. I can see from where I'm sitting very close to us, the Secretary to the State Government sitting alongside the Chief of Staff to the Kaduna State Government, and also the Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and other Honorable Commissioners. The event is well attended. The Halo Chamber is jam-packed with those that really matters as far as today's proceedings is concerned. At this point, I would like to hand over the microphone to our colleagues that have been here. Ahmed Usman Kidenda, what do you have to say about today's occasion?
Thank you very much, Zakara Aliyu Ahmed. As you have heard, the Speaker, Kaduna House of Assembly, Honorable Dahir Liman, has ordered the Majority Leader of the House, Honorable Monirata Suleiman Tenimo, and other members or other selected members of the Assembly, like member representing Jama'a constituency, member representing Giwa East constituency, his colleagues of Yakara constituency, to usher in the State Governor, Senator Uba Sani, for the presentation of the 2026 budget proposal. for Kaduna State. And they are now moved to the venue where the governor is seated to usher him into the hollow chamber for the presentation of the budget. And as usual, and also traditionally, the governor will start by overview of the last year's budget performance of the state before the commencement of the presentation of the 2026 budget. And now the sergeant at arms is leading the state governor, Senator Uba Sani, to the hollow chamber for the commencement of the presentation of the budget proposal. The governor, Senator Uba Sani, is now okay. Now let me hand you over to Dambaba Kandama for more in-house. Over to you, Dambaba.
A gaida Ahmad Usman Kidan to tuni dai gwamnan jihar Kaduna Santamani Uba Sani ya riga ya shigo, an ba shi kujera ya zauna. Yau gwamnan yawo shiga na asin da asin ne da bakar babbar riga da hulan shi, ita ma ta yi asin da asin da irin yanayin kayan da ya sa. Sanin kowa ne gwamnan jihar Kaduna sun ta babban aiki a yau. Sakari me idan ka gani da gwamna fito.
Well, what do you expect? Today is his day, first day of December 2026. Distinguished Senator making history. Honorable Speaker invites the distinguished Governor of Kaduna State, and we are about to listen to the budget presentation for the year 2026. The Executive Governor of Kaduna State, distinguished Senator Uba Sani, is on the stage now and just about to start making the budget presentation. The stage is set. His Excellency is here and he's about to start the business of the day.
Iso zai fara kuma a bashi yanzu ma ga gwamnan nan ya riga ya fara.
Of responsibility and a new commitment to progress of their state. That I stand before you today within the 2026 budget estimate of the state. This budget is budget consolidation and transformation for inclusive development. The presentation is not merely a constitutional requirement. It is a solemn civic engagement, an occasion to reflect on our collective journey and assess our progress and to chart with clarity the direction is following the coming year. The 2026 budget, which I am about to lay before this honorable House, is a document of vision and purpose. It postulates our administration's ongoing resolve, consolidated on the ongoing building of a Kaduna state that is secure, inclusive, productive, and globally competitive. It is a continuation of the transformation agenda we began in 2023, rooted in transparency, equity, fiscal discipline, and the belief that governance must always prioritize the welfare of the consultative and people-centered budgeting process. This budget was shaped through one of the most responsible consultation processes ever undertaken in our state. We engage the government houses, traditional rulers, civil society organizations, development partners, community associations, business leaders, academic experts, youth groups, and women organizations. We live in charge to farmers in remote places, traders in bonded markets, teachers in public schools, artisans in workshops, and entrepreneurs in emerging industries. We held targeted sessions with partners with disabilities, elderly citizens, widows, and other vulnerable groups whose voices often go unheard. Their input form the backbone of this body. I must sincerely thank this wonderful house for your consistent openness to dialogue and your willingness to place the people's interests above all else. Our collaborative effort of strengthening participatory governance and deepening accountability. Review of 2020 are resilient advancement. Despite economic pressures, fluctuating federal allocation, and lingering security challenges, our administration made significant progress across multiple sectors. These achievements constitute the foundation on which the 2026 budget is built. Security and peace building. The security well-being of our people remain our most important spirit. Kaduna has faced complex and evolving threats, banditry, kidnapping, and other violent crimes. Through enhanced synergy with the military, police, DSS, and other local security structures, we have strengthened operational capabilities across the state. We provided patrol vehicles, communication equipment, phone support, surveillance assistance, and improved coordination mechanisms. Our community-based approach, the Kaduna model, continue to deliver positive results. Through these dialogues and early warning systems, we restore trust in our non-vital communities. Farmland previously abandoned due to insecurity were reported. School was closed, now host learners again. Although challenges remain, our progress demonstrates that when government and communities cooperate, the resilience of the people prevails. Infrastructure improves. In the area of infrastructure development, we continue to implement one of the most ambitious expansion programs in the history of the United States. Under phase 1 and 2 of our road development initiative, we initiated 140 road projects, covering a total of 1,335 kilometers. Today, 64 of these roads have been completed and open to the public. These roads are more than concrete and national. They are economic corridors connecting rural farms to urban markets, facilitating farmers, enhancing security presence, and improving access to schools, hospitals, and essential services. 4. About 12 local government areas in our dear state that have not witnessed in one in more than a decade. The completion of their new roads represents a turning point in their development. in northern Nigeria, our Lama partnership with French government agency representing the futuristic shift towards safe, efficient, and sustainable mobility. Dedicated 24-kilometer corridor, CNG powered buses, digital education system, and state-of-the-art terminals mark a new era in public transportation. The interstate was primarily approved, now 75% completed, will revolutionize intercity travel. It will eliminate illegal mass, reduce accidents, and bring order to our transport system. Meanwhile, our subsidized transport scheme, commissioned by President Mola Tinubu, continue to provide significant relief to students, workers, elderly citizens, and retirees. Over 500 million have been saved by households through free and subsidized rides. We are also constructing more than 200 new bus stops across urban and semi-urban communities. The solar water park, Tapa Trailer Park, Marathon Jos Trailer Park will ease congestion and improve the safety of long-distance travel. These efforts are enhancing our regulating and evaluating, eliminating multiple unapproved paths in the state. The Kaduna Light Rail Project, another initiative, is progressing steadily. Phase 1 will modernize the Kaduna South Corridor, when Phase 2 will connect Millennium City to Uganda. Proposed Eastern Bypass Water Park stand as a template to our determination to build transportation infrastructure that aligns with global-based practices. Rural revitalization. Reviving rural economies is at the heart of our strategy for inclusive development. Through coordinated intervention, we will possess and open over 500,000 hectares of abundant land. We restore markets, rehabilitate feeders, provide essential services, and encourage displaced families to turn to their homes. These measures are strengthening food security and supporting resilient communities. Education remains the foundation of our long-term development agenda. In 2025, our administration opened 505 schools, bringing more than 300,000 school children back into classrooms. Reducing tuition fees in state-owned tertiary institutions by 45%. We constructed 706 classrooms, built 62 new secondary schools, renovated 1,220 schools, fed 39 schools, as well as 354 schools. 3,000 teachers benefited from capacity development programs, ensuring higher instructional quality. The teaching at the right level initiative improved on the many foundational learning outcomes more than 370,000 learners. In addition, we established down protection of within the school completed a stable average to the three, four bilingual schools introduced the Kaduna teacher board are long-standing their protest in that national progress. Healthcare transformation. Our investment in healthcare are transforming more assets and finance. We are operating over properly medical standard, ensuring modern equipment, adequate parking, and improved safety. The general hospital construction or major complex with five already completed. The commissioning of the 300-bed specialist hospital, equipped with advanced diagnostic and clinical facilities, have significantly expanded our healthcare. We implemented permanent health workers, recruited additional staff, strengthened emergency medical services through abscesses, built an oxygen plant, established neonatal units, upgraded the medical warehouse to power grade standard, and allocated 1 million to the vulnerable half into the state health insurance scheme. Women capital development and skills development. To sustainably address youth unemployment and reduce insecurity, we funded technical and vocational training. The Institute of Vocational Training and Skill Development in Leadership, along with campuses in South and Sudan, stand today as Nigeria's most advanced technical education network, certified by MBTE. Courses include automotive, mechatronics, solar energy, power installation, welding, ICT, electrical installation, carpentry, plumbing, catering, and event management, and other trades critical to the modern economy. Partnership with Microsoft, Google, Cisco, Huawei, and MBT ensure globally recognized certification. We also remodeled the employment into transforming it into the structural center for skills development and job creation, benefiting over 38,000 artists, making particular market as the leading informal hub in the world of Africa. The National Skills Development Task, which I inaugurated in August 2024, and partly chairs for the all state-level skills initiative, ensuring coherence, quality, and sustainability. These interventions have significantly strengthened our non-kinetic approach to insecurity by empowering youth with employable skills, agriculture, and security. Agriculture is the backbone of our rural economy. Recognizing that most rural poor depend on small farm economy. Our administration dramatically expanded investment into this. From 1.4 billion in 2023, we increased the agricultural budget to 74.2 billion in 2025, making the Malabo declaration at least more than 10%, one of the largest in Nigeria. Over 900 trucks, free fertilizer distributed to smallholder farmers across all consumer products. Over 200,000 smallholder farmers benefited from free fertilizer distribution. We invested in irrigation equipment, mechanization, improved seeds, livestock feeds, vaccination programs, and further infrastructure. Commercial farmers benefited from subsidized fertilizer, reducing production costs and stabilizing food prices. The 510 million beneficial agro-industrial processing zone (SPZ), supported by African Development Bank, is transforming Kaduna into a major agro-industrial hub. Enabling Kaduna and other products to meet nutrition and plant. We finalize and adopted the climate action policy, promoting renewable energy, environmental resilience, and climate management, social welfare, and financial. Our administration first executive board assigned in 2023 focused on financial inclusion. It enabled over 2.5 million previously unbanked residents to access banking services, digital payment, savings, and credit. This has empowered others to start businesses, support families, and build resilience. Our human capital programs, from basic education to digital literacy, are aligned with the belief that development must include every citizen, regardless of gender, ethnicity, ability, or geography. Justice, equity, and inclusion. Our administration is guided by justice and fairness. Every community, urban or rural, has been included in our development decision. No house, no village, no constituency has been left behind. That has been government. Our reliance on evidence-based policy making has strengthened transparency and improved outcomes. The Kaduna group of statistics conducted survey on agriculture, health, poverty, GDP, and malaria epidemics. This data sets now guide budget allocation and program implementation. Often government has Kaduna remains Nigeria's leading national model of governance. Through an organized global for fully implementing urgently independent, especially adopting the positive Nigerian and infrastructure data management system. We are contracted post with no leader in Instead, we focus on prudent debt management, paying 114 billion in debt service. All these debts are paid by the debt repayment, well maintaining essential public service. This approach reflects our commitment to fiscal responsibility and long-term sustainability. 2026 budget framework. The total proposed budget for 2026 is 985 billion, 915 million, 100,000, 500 for that. Revenue breakdown. Private budget of 900 million, 106,500 naira. Social development, students, education, revenue. Foreign revenue, including 794 billion, 290 million, 800,357 naira. Capitals grant 201 billion, 624 million, 301,260 naira. Total revenue 905 billion, 900 million, 136,500 naira. Expenditure. Foreign 286 billion, 200 million, 106,005 naira, representing 29%. Correct. After 699 billion, 602 million, 13,569 naira. Total 189 billion, 915 million, 100 570 km. Our capital is to focus on the sport and commitment, long-term asset friendship, sectoral education, education, infrastructure and rural transportation, health, agriculture and security, 11%, security, 6%, social development, 5%. Environment and climate action, 4%. Governance and administration, 5%. Each allocation aligns with our human capital, infrastructure, action. Strengthening grassroots development, each of the 205 wards receive 100 million for community identified projects under the ward development program and community charter. These two remain one of Nigeria's largest participating projects. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the 2026 budget is a testament to our shared determination to build, reform, and position of the state. It is a budget for renewal, resilience, and financial vision. It reflects wisdom, social justice, inclusive growth, and the belief that government must serve as a platform. I invite this forum now to give the budget a thoughtful support as we work together to build a Kaduna where progress is evident everywhere, and everywhere. Thank you. God bless the state. God bless the federal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the 2026 proposed budget as presented by the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, distinguished Senator Dr. Uba Sani, CON. Namba Kalamu, I saw you making some references and jotting some points for the benefit of our Hausa listeners. Namba Kalamu, over to you.
Gaida Zakar Aliyu, to gwamnan jihar Kaduna Santa Malam Uba Sani ya gabatar da daftarin kasafin kuɗi na naira biliyan 985 da naira miliyan 915 da naira 136 da 774 da kobo 60. Wannan shine adadin kasafin kuɗin da gwamna ya bari. Yanzu ya mika ma ainihin shugaban masar dokoki zai dawo ya zo zauna akan kujerar shi. To gabanin ya kaddamar da wannan adabin ya yi waiwaye a dan tafiya a game da irin nasarorin da aka samu a kasafin kuɗin shekara ta 2005 mai karewa, inda ya godiya a kan yanayin yadda majalisa take ba shi haɗin kai da mutane da sauran waɗanda suke ba da gudunmawa ga cigaban wannan gwamnati da irin ɗimbin nasarorin da gwamnan ya samu a ɓangaren gina hanyoyi ne, kiwon lafiya ne, ɓangaren masana'antu da bunƙasa su da makamantansu. To yanzu ga shugaban masar dokoki zai mai da martani.
Senior colleagues, National Assembly governments, Secretary of the State Government, the Chief of Staff, members of the Executive Council, the state, local government chairman, other agencies, ladies and gentlemen. History has once again made today as we see the Kaduna State 2026 budget for consolidated rural transformation for inclusive development. I extend my sincere appreciation to His Excellency Senator Dr. Uba Sani and his dedicated team for presenting a comprehensive, visionary project that aligns seamlessly with the administration commitment to building a stronger, more prosperous Kaduna State. The 2026 project clearly demonstrated a strong focus on expanding rural infrastructure, strengthening human rights development, and ensuring that every community, rural or urban, benefits from inclusive and sustainable growth. The Uba Sani-led administration continues to shape the Cabinet defined not only by measurable progress, but shared purpose, unity, and collective ownership of our development agenda. I would like to once again commend the Director of His Excellency, Senator Uba Sani, for restoring unity, stability, and relief of across our estate. This spirit of unity has brought about progress and prosperity for our people. I also wish to appreciate Your Excellency for your unwavering support for the House, allowing us to operate without interference from the executive. This respect for the separation of powers has strengthened our institution and empowered us to freely exercise our constitutional responsibilities. We particularly thank you for carrying honorable members along in your development initiatives. This collaborative approach has enabled us to work closely with the State House of Assembly in delivering the dividend of democracy to our dear people. I also wish to clearly state that this is the first time in our state history that a governor has granted all honorable members the opportunity directly in the constituency project. Yes, we remain deeply grateful for this kind festival, and we kindly request that this ghetto be continued policy of your administration. This in-line festival reflects your administration, genuine commitment to fostering an enabling environment for sustainable development across the university. Your Excellency, the developmental policies in section of the administration are outlined. You have not only revived the previously abandoned project, but you have also initiated meaningful new ones that touch the lives of ordinary citizens. Your dedication to rural development is especially commendable as we continue to prioritize underserved communities, while also assuring that our urban students transport improvement. Your Excellency, your vision is clear, your objectives are focused, and as the state will be firmly on the path of sustained progress. I am confident that under your leadership, we will achieve the collective aspiration we hold for our dear state. I also reaffirm the unwavering commitment of the State House person under my stewardship to work diligently toward the realization of this vision for the greater good of the people. I also want to use this opportunity to sincerely thank all honorable members for standing by the leadership of the House. Your cooperation, unity, dedication have helped us to achieve a remarkable milestone within a short period of time. Now that budget yes, I also want to use the opportunity to also thank all honorable members for the leadership of the House. Your cooperation, unity, and respect have us achieve remarkable milestone. Now that the budget presentation has been made, this honorable House will meticulously fulfill the constitutional mandate to ensure that the 2026 budget truly reflects and serve the collective interest of the people of the state. We stand ready to collaborate closely with the executive to ensure that 2026 fiscal year accelerate inclusive development, expand infrastructure, and enhance service delivery across our dear state. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Lastly, Your Excellency, we all own you, but you own our hearts. I request that all together to applaud you, to give a sounding standing ovation. And both of them to an inclusive operation our leader. Thank you so much for being the right thing. You are focused. You are on the right path. The other side of the strength. The Lord and leader to continue doing the good work. The enemy shows you the right attention. When we supported you and prayed for you, you end up successfully in your life hereafter. Thank you so much.
Jawabin mai girma shugaban masar dokokin jihar Kaduna ɗahar Liminchini bayan da gwamnan jihar Kaduna sanata Uba Sani gabatar da daftarin kasafin kuɗin shekarar 2026 inda ya mika godiya ga gwamna da kuma jinjina mashi dangane da ainihin tsarin kasafin kuɗin da ya gabatar wanda ya ce ya daidai da ainihin manufofi da kuduri na wani jam'iyyar APC na tafiya tare da kowa da kowa da bunƙasa yankunan karkara da kuma birane da inganta bangaren kiwon lafiya da noma da sauran bangarori. Lalle kamar da shi shugaban masar dokoki ya faɗa gwamnan ya cancanci a ba mashi bisa wannan tsari nashi da kudi nashi da manufa nashi na tafiya tare da kowa da kowa. To yanzu zan mika abun magana ga ainihin Stephen Bala domin shi ma ya tafi albarkacin bakinsa a harshen turanci.
Thank you very much, Nura Bello Idris. The Executive Governor has just submitted the budget of 985,915,136,574 naira 60 kobo. And the member representing Jama constituency, Ali Kalat, is to escort the Executive Governor out of the Kaduna State House of Assembly. And it will interest you to know that this budget would kind of build and strong state, which would enable us, give us the strength to achieve our needed desire of Kaduna State and for a prosperous Kaduna State. On behalf of our colleagues here, starting from Dambaba Kalamu Hunkui, Zakari Aliyu, Nura Bello Idris, and Kirendan, and even our engineering team, Dabo is here, Everest Alamagani, Sani, and also Dabo, not forgetting Ibrahim, and even Shaaban, and Fadila Igiwa, and all our cameramen. My name is Stephen Bala, saying thank you very much for being with us.
To an gaishe da Stephen Bala, an ce komai farko yana da iyaka, duka iyakacin abin da za mu kawo kenan wannan zaure na masu dokokin jihar Kaduna da gwamnan jihar Kaduna sanata Uba Sani ya gabatar da daftarin kasafin kuɗin shekarar 2026 a wannan jiha. A muradin injin namu da suka kai goro da mari wajen tabbatar da wani shirin ya zo muku yadda kamata, kamar su Everex da kuma ainihin masu ɗaukan hoton namu su kamar ainihin Barnabas Akut da su Sani da sauran injin namu da ke wani wuri. Har ila yau abokan gabatar da shirin Alan Baba Kallamu da kuma Ahmad Usman Kidandan, sai Stephen Bala tare da ainihin jagora Malam Zakir wato Zakir Aliyu, wanda shi ma ya kasance cikin wannan gabatar da wannan shiri da muka kama masu sauran mu kai tsaye. Sai Baba Kallamu a madadin dukkan su waɗanda suka taimaka, sai kuma shi shugaban namu baki daya wato shugaban hukumar labar take SMC Mr. Ben Dalhatu Salman Kure da ya jagoranci wannan tauga zuwa wannan majalisa. Duk a madadin su Nura Bello Idris ke cewa a huta lafiya.